When my vehicle gave out, she rolled her eyes in front of passersby and declared, "This is why I need a proper man, not him." They snickered. I simply dialed for a tow truck. That evening, she discovered she wasn't heading home with me. After 3 years together, you think you understand someone. You build a future, make plans, believe you're a team, only to realize, in a cloud of exhaust on a busy roadside, you're not even in the same game. For me, that moment of truth hit last Saturday afternoon. My name's Kevin. I'm 36, and I work in cybersecurity. I don't craft things with my hands. I construct digital barriers. I safeguard information. My world is methodical, exact, and analytical. I'm not a car enthusiast. I can't distinguish a carburetor from a catalytic converter. My car is a tool, something to get me from one place to another. It's a 5-year-old sedan, dependable, fully paid, and practical. In my mind, that's a victory. In the world of my now ex-girlfriend, Lauren, it was apparently a profound embarrassment. Lauren, 30, inhabits a different reality. Her universe revolves around appearances, style, and others' opinions. She's a social media coordinator for a high-end fashion brand, and her life is meticulously staged for online perfection. I thought her obsession with image was just part of her career. I didn't realize it defined her entire being. Last Saturday, we were driving to a weekend retreat she'd planned for months, an engagement celebration at an upscale vineyard 2 hours from the city. For Lauren, it wasn't just a party. It was a chance to create content. She packed 3 outfits for a 2-day trip and spent the morning discussing which influencers would attend and how vital it was for us to appear as a glamorous couple. I nodded, happy she was enthusiastic. An hour into the drive, on a bustling highway, my car started making a troubling noise, a grinding, clunking sound even a non-mechanic like me knew was bad. The engine faltered, the dashboard lit up like a holiday display, and we rolled to a stop on the shoulder. I turned on the hazard lights and tried restarting. Nothing. The engine was dead. Lauren let out a dramatic sigh, as if the world had ended. Seriously, Kevin? Today of all days? I stayed composed. It's fine, I said, grabbing my phone. I'll call roadside assistance for a tow. That's when it happened. 2 cars pulled over behind us, likely assuming we needed help. A couple of guys in sharp blazers and pricey shoes stepped out, walking toward us. Lauren exited the car, slamming the door. She glared at my stalled sedan with utter disdain, then turned to the approaching strangers, rolled her eyes dramatically, and said loudly enough for everyone to hear, "This is why I need a real man, not him." The guys paused, glanced at me, then at her, and back at me. They let out an awkward chuckle, not cruel, but uncomfortable, and returned to their cars, driving off. They left me standing there, caught in her public humiliation. Something inside me broke. Not loudly, but a quiet, sharp split. 3 years of small moments suddenly made sense. Her remarks about my practical car, her suggestions I buy flashier clothes, her subtle jabs in front of her friends. I wasn't her partner. I was a prop that didn't meet her image standards. I didn't speak. I just nodded, pulled out my phone, and made the call. "Yes, I need a tow. The car's dead." I gave the location. While still on with roadside assistance, I opened a ride-sharing app and booked a luxury vehicle, the kind she'd approve of, a sleek black SUV. Lauren was pacing, fuming. "This is a disaster. We'll be late. My hair's ruined. What will people think?" I looked at her, expression blank. The app pinged. "Your driver is 2 minutes away." The SUV arrived, and the driver opened the rear door. Lauren sighed in relief. "Finally, let's go." She moved to get in. "No," I said, my voice steady and calm, stopping her with a hand on her arm. "This ride's for me." I grabbed my weekend bag from the trunk of my broken car. "The tow truck will be here in about 20 minutes. You can wait with the car if you want." Her face was a mix of shock and rage. "What? We have to get to the party." "No, Lauren," I said, meeting her eyes. You have to get to the party. You need a real man, right? That's not me. I'm just the guy who calls the tow truck." I climbed into the SUV. "Just me," I told the driver, giving him my home address. As we pulled away, I glanced in the rearview mirror. Lauren stood on the highway shoulder, stunned, her perfect outfit absurd next to my dead car. She was already on her phone, likely making frantic calls. It didn't matter. By the time she found a way home, her world would be different. The ride home was the most serene hour I'd had in years. At my apartment, I immediately reset the electronic locks code. Then I began packing. Update 1: The silence in my apartment that night was overwhelming. For 3 years, it had been filled with Lauren's noise, her music, her podcasts, her constant calls. Now it was mine again. I didn't hesitate. My mind worked like I was handling a security breach. Identify the flaw, isolate it, eliminate it. Lauren was the flaw. I started with the bedroom closet. Her side was a chaotic display of designer labels and vibrant colors, a testament to a life built on credit and appearances. I didn't bother with boxes. I bought heavy-duty trash bags from the corner store and began pulling her clothes off hangers, out of drawers, and into the bags. Dresses, shoes, jeans, the endless athleisure she never wore to exercise. The bathroom was next, a cluttered mess of creams, serums, and lotions promising perfection. I swept them into a bag, unbothered by spills. It was all clutter. I moved through the apartment methodically. The books she bought for show, never read. The art prints ordered to seem refined. The throw pillows arranged with obsessive precision. I was wiping her presence from my life, bag by bag. It took less than 2 hours. When I finished, a pile of black bags dominated my living room. Then I sat at my computer to unravel our financial entanglement. We had a joint credit card, primarily in my name, with her as an authorized user to build her credit. She used it for everything. I logged in and saw a staggering balance. Thousands spent on clothes, dinners, and a recent spa day, costing more than my car insurance. I paid it off from my savings, then removed her as an authorized user and reported her card lost. Her access was gone instantly. Next, I tackled our shared streaming accounts, grocery delivery, and Amazon Prime. I logged out all devices and reset every password. The digital framework of her lavish lifestyle, built on my accounts, was dismantled in minutes. As I was changing the Wi-Fi password, my phone rang. Lauren. I ignored it. It rang again. Ignored. Then came the texts, a flood of anger and disbelief. Kevin. Where are you? I'm still on the highway. The tow driver won't let me leave with the car. Answer me now. This is humiliating. I'm getting an Uber, and you're paying for it. What's wrong with you? I didn't respond. Each message confirmed I'd made the right choice. No apology, just entitlement. An hour later, I heard the front door's keycard beep, then an error buzz, then pounding. Kevin, open this door. My key's not working. Through the peephole, I saw her, face red from crying, with her friend Ashley, who looked livid. Ashley was her biggest enabler, always supporting her nonsense. I opened the door, keeping the chain on. What's happening? Lauren shrieked. Why'd you change the code? And what's all that? She pointed at the bags. I didn't change the code, I said calmly. I changed the lock. This is my apartment. Those are your things. You're moving out. Ashley stepped forward. You can't just kick her out, Kevin. She lives here. That's illegal. Actually, it's not, I replied, unflinching. Lauren's not on the lease. She's never paid rent. She was a guest, and her stay is done. You have 1 hour to load her stuff into your car. I suggest you start, because after that, anything left is abandoned property and will be thrown out. They stared, stunned. Lauren realized I wasn't negotiating. My credit card's not working, she stammered. I tried to pay for the Uber, and it was declined. I know, I said. I canceled it. It was my account. Her rage was palpable. You're a monster. After all I did for you. I made this place look good. You made it look like your social media, I corrected. Now take it with you. I shut the door. Through the peephole, I saw them whisper frantically, then begin hauling the bags to the parking garage. It was a sight. 2 women in party outfits dragging trash bags of designer goods. It took 5 trips. When they finished, Lauren returned. You'll hear from my lawyer, she spat. Great, I said through the door. Have them send a letter. My lawyer will review it. Goodbye, Lauren. Her footsteps faded, and my home was finally silent. Update 2: The legal threat was empty, as expected. But Lauren's battlefield wasn't the courtroom. It was social media and public perception. A few days later, she fired her first shot. A cryptic Instagram story, a black and white photo of her staring sadly out a window, captioned, "You don't know someone until they reveal their true self." Hashtags. Hashtag heartbroken, hashtag narcissistic abuse. Her friends joined in. Ashley posted a lengthy Facebook rant about men who can't handle strong women and punish them by abandoning them in dangerous situations. She didn't name me, but it was clear. The story spread through our social circle, painting me as a cruel abuser who left his loving girlfriend stranded. Some friends texted, concerned, implying I was the problem. Engaging on social media would be a mistake, like fighting a pig in mud. I needed facts, not emotions. I remembered the two guys who chuckled on the highway. I caught a partial license plate. My job makes me good with details, and a friend in a related field has access to certain databases. Nothing shady, just information retrieval. I gave him the partial plate, car make, model, and incident details, asking if he could find the owner. 2 days later, he sent a name and number, David, from a nearby town. I called. Is this David? I'm Kevin. This might sound odd, but I think you saw an incident involving me on the highway last Saturday. A pause. Oh, yeah, I remember. Your girlfriend was furious. That's one way to put it, I said. She's now claiming I abandoned her and was abusive. Would you be willing to say what you saw and heard? He laughed. Man, she totally trashed you. Said something like, this is why I need a real man. My friend and I talked about it the whole way to the party. We felt bad for you. Jackpot. Could you write that in an email? I asked. Just a brief statement of what you witnessed. Sure, he said. That was messed up. I'll send it soon. An hour later, I had a concise, signed statement from a neutral witness detailing Lauren's words and behavior, a digital knockout. I didn't post it. Instead, I sent it to one person, Lauren's boss, Cassandra, who ran a fashion label built on female empowerment and authenticity. I wrote a professional email. Dear Ms. Montgomery, I'm Kevin, formerly Lauren's partner. A personal matter has entered the public sphere in a way that could impact your brand. Lauren is spreading false claims of abuse and abandonment. In truth, I ended our relationship after she publicly disrespected me. Attached is a witness statement. I don't wish to make this public, but won't allow my character to be slandered. Given Lauren's use of her professional skills to spread these lies, I trust you'll handle this discreetly. I attached the statement and sent it. Within 24 hours, Lauren's Instagram story was gone. Ashley's post vanished. Her friend's vague accusations disappeared. A mutual friend said Cassandra was livid, not just about the lies, but the hypocrisy. Publicly shaming a partner didn't align with her brand's values. Lauren kept her job but was under tight scrutiny, her social media now closely monitored. Her whisper campaign was dead. She tried to weaponize her platform, but I turned it against her with one undeniable fact. Final update: it's been 5 months since my car failed and my life shifted. The quiet in my apartment is now my norm, and I cherish it. Lauren's drama fizzled after my email to her boss. The threat of a verified witness silenced her. Her entitlement remains, I'm sure, but it's tempered by fear for her job. Her lifestyle has crumbled. A month after the breakup, I had my sedan towed to a trusted mechanic. It was a cheap fix, a faulty fuel pump. I repaired it, detailed it, and sold it privately. With the proceeds and my savings, I bought a new, top-tier SUV, not flashy, but reliable and safe. It's the kind of car Lauren would have loved to be seen in. I didn't buy it to spite her, but there's a certain irony. Lauren now drives a decade-old compact, bought with her parents' help. Without my income, she moved from Ashley's sublet to a small studio in a rougher area. The designer clothes and spa days are gone. She's living within her means and, from what I hear, miserable. Her friends, like Ashley, have faded. They were loyal to her lifestyle, not her. When the parties and lavish trips ended, so did their support. Her social world, built on appearances, collapsed. I saw her once, a month ago, at a grocery store. She was a few people behind me in line, looking worn and stressed. The polished Instagram glow was gone. She was just a person fretting over avocado prices. She saw me, paled, and left her cart to flee the store. I felt nothing, no anger, no satisfaction. She was a stranger who taught me a lesson. The real revenge wasn't leaving her on the highway, packing her stuff, or cutting her credit. It was removing myself from her life. I was the foundation of her curated existence. When I stepped away, it crumbled. I'm dating someone new, Sarah, an architect. Recently, in my new SUV, she asked if I knew much about cars. I laughed. Not at all. I have a good mechanic, and that's enough. She smiled. Good. I'd worry if you did. I like a man who knows how to delegate. That simple exchange showed me the difference between a partner and a leech. Lauren wanted a man to solve her problems. Sarah wants a man to share a life. I found that, a life real to its core.